GearNetwork.com. This is a Gear Network production. Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is sponsored by our store through Amazon. If you visit shopgear.com, please remember to do that, because when you do, you provide gasoline to the engine known as Gear Radio Network, and that helps this podcast continue. It is the best way to shop for yourself, and is the best way to support this podcast. Now, on with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Gear Network presents the Football Talk Weekly Podcast with John Cimino and Brandon Gorell. And now, here's John.
Holy hell, Grills, we are back. It has been, it's been a fat minute.
Yeah, it has.
I'd say over a month now.
Life's busy,
almost.
man.
It is. Summer's busy.
Well, it's busy, and there's really nothing going on in sports.
Right.
Unless you dig all-star baseball.
Note to self for next year,
Yeah.
July's an off month for the podcast, I think.
We got to take some time off.
That's
We work full-time jobs.
Yes.
We have kids.
Yes. And
significant others.
And full-time student until February when I graduate. Hopefully.
You do.
Welcome, everybody, to the once again branded Football Talk Weekly Podcast here on the Gear Radio Network. My name is John Cimino at the JC Money on the Twitter. And, of course, joining me here, Mr. Brandon Gorell. Say hello.
Hello.
And, of course, as you heard earlier on, we are sponsored by ShopGear.com. I'm not going to bore you with the promo, but I will tell you this right now. It is back to school season, and you should shop and avoid the lines at Walmart because Walmart sucks, especially this time of year.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, from like now, from August all the way through next July, Walmart sucks. So shopgear.com.
Yeah.
That's your friend.
Yeah, Walmart sucks.
All right. We are back, and Brandon, football season is, I guess, to a degree, upon us.
It's begun. The Hall of Fame game last week kicked it off officially.
Hall of Fame game with a bunch of no-names all playing, and Blaine Gabbert going like, yeah, look at me, I'm torching the Cowboys defense. Which, of course, Cowboys defense, I don't know, whatever, but... the football portion is back, so with that, I'm going to give a disclaimer to our longtime listeners that may have enjoyed the off-season format where we spoke of other sports. Now, we're not going to abandon the other sports.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
We got a big fight coming up.
If something's going on, we are certainly going to talk about it, like the big fight, or, when the NBA season rolls around and all that stuff, anything that's on there, we may... we may make mention of it, but the base of this podcast has always been, some might say unfortunately,
foosball.
American football. So, we're going to adopt the weekly format once again during the football season. Every week, and going back to the football format, which was kind of recapping the previous week, talking junk about the Miami Dolphins and the
Smoking Jay,
and we'll get
my
there.
Favorite.
We'll get there in 1 second, and of course, me not knowing where the Minnesota Vikings are playing this year, like I did last year, because remember I didn't know that they were in their new stadium.
You didn't even know that new stadium. That opened this year? Really already? Yeah.
But we'll go back into our football shenanigans that we did, and but we're not going to completely abandon all sports, but there might be weeks where it's just football talk. So, yeah, that's what you want anyways, because we're in the outdoor studios right now, and man, oh man, let me tell you
something. A bug buzzing in my ear. I just hear.
We've had cooler nights recently.
Yeah.
But man, as soon as the sun has gone down, those little asshole bugs keep coming out here, and maybe perhaps the outdoor studio wasn't the best idea.
No.
But whatever.
But we're troopers. We're going to truck through it.
That's right. We will truck through it.
We're men.
Yes. Yes. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not really 40, but okay. So
I almost be 38 in like a couple weeks.
Yes, you will.
Oh,
yes, you will.
Downward slide to 40.
But summer shenanigans are still in effect. I am here with the cigar in my hand, the brew going. You got the brew going over there.
Yeah, we went with the summer shandy because we see Oktoberfest out, and I'm just not ready to admit that summer's over yet. So I went with the summer shandy tonight.
I certainly am not, but I know me. I know when I buy my first 6-pack of Sam Oktoberfest.
Oh, you're going to be drinking all the time.
That's all I'm going to be drinking until Christmas.
Did you see the new one coming out for Three Heads? The
No.
Rocktoberfest?
No.
I got to show you this poster because it's pretty amazing.
Okay.
This is not really great radio. I know you guys can't see it, but you can look up Three Heads Brewery, and it'll be on their page if you want to know what I'm telling him about. But it is pretty dope because... backstory is they have an artist who
chuckling because
creates all their stuff.
Sorry to interrupt. My wife, the executive producer, just gave me the bird.
Oh, cool.
Randomly. I don't know why. But I'm sorry.
Well, you probably deserved it.
Most likely.
At some point.
Get ready, America. It's coming back soon, by the way. But anyway,
so what they do is they make cool beers. They make cool beer names, and they do kind of themes with them. So one of the ones we have here is Rochestafarian. And it's a lion with he's got like the king's cape on, and he's got a boombox over his shoulder.
Okay.
And he's got a crown on, but the crown is the city skyline of Rochester.
I'm all in.
It's a Scotch ale. It's pretty dope.
Oh, I'm all in for that too. I love.
They
Scotch
have this
ale.
one called Strawberry Fields that they just put out there for the summer. It's a strawberry ale, and it's in a farm. And it shows a tractor, but the tractor is being towed by a yellow submarine, and there's like a flying pig on it. It's like a Beatles reference.
Yeah.
So this Rocktoberfest that they just made, check out that poster.
Oh.
That's going to be the label for the beer.
That's awesome.
That's our downtown building.
That's awesome.
In, German garb.
I like that.
Toasting a beer.
I like
a little
that.
German guy.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm going to have to give that a shot.
But they make it, they make different beers, and they have a local artist that makes all this cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They made like a Common Man ale, whatever it was, and they had some, guy ripping off his shirt like he's Clark Kent and it had a C in the logo like it was a Superman beer.
Now the wrestler in me is thinking Common Man, Dusty Rhodes, Polka Dots.
Yeah.
Okay.
This wasn't it.
No.
Even like the Kind, they have some like, meditating hippie on the front of it. It's a double IPA, and it's just really cool. So I'm excited to try that. It's supposed to be in stores. It's on tap at their brewery right now, but it'll be in stores next week.
All right, very good.
So look out for that. That's where I may break down.
Side note, wrestling fans, I hear you, and it's in the works. There has been a loud cry recently, not necessarily for me to return to the ring. But the place that I returned to the ring at earlier this year, IWF.
Yeah.
They have a TV show that airs on 1:30 in the morning, early Sunday morning.
Is that the thing you were asking for whose leg you have to hump?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I asked whose leg I have to hump to get a trial, because all I've been hearing is JC Money for commentary, and I know the people that are responsible there, and I know the people that are doing the commentary, and I'm just going to say I have the experience. More to come on that, maybe. But we'll see.
I thought they were asking for another lunchbox take. I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
the mood's gotta strike me.
Well,
I gotta be angry.
Funny story about that is I get a text message from I won't say the wrestler's name because I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he sent me a text message probably about 10 minutes before the show started saying, and he lives out in Buffalo, and the picture of the Walden Galleria.
Yep.
Here's a place, and he said apparently so and so is dyslexic and opening a restaurant out here because it's called Box Lunch. So I don't know. I laugh at that stupid crap, but
they make meat tit plates.
Perhaps
stutter sandwiches.
Oh, son of a bitch! I may or may not have to edit parts of this out. But
nah.
Fuck it.
Nah.
Okay, so back to the football format here. Gear Network Pick'em, that is returning this year.
Yes.
And unlike previous years, now this would be the fourth Gear Network Pick'em in Gear's almost 5 years. So typically it was either myself and Dawn or myself and the Better Alive and Dead guys. Yeah. And then the past 2 years, myself, you, and Dawn, and then myself and you.
Yeah.
This time, we are going to do the FTW podcast branded Gear Network Pick'em, which is what we were doing last year by ourselves for, our show, but as well, open it up to listeners as well. So I'm going to post the link on all of the social network forums once a certain co-host of mine here decides to finally join the goddamn thing. And once we do that, I'm going to encourage everybody to play, everybody to make your picks, everybody to do them. We'll talk about them on the air. And, we'll get the details shortly, but maybe make a friendly competition out of it somehow. Whether there's a prize at the end of it.
There's going to be a prize.
A shopgear.com card.
Yeah.
Or just, a phone call saying, hey, fuck you guys, I won, ha ha, and then I can hang up on you and then drop a couple
He's going to do that if he loses. Oh.
Just drop a couple of those on there, especially because Brandon likes that so much.
Yeah, I just love it. It just classes up the place.
But more on that to come. We're going to have a little fun, a little more interactivity. That's the goal. A little more interactivity, a little more fun this football season. But
it's like Persian clubs adding blue carpeting and golden curtain rods. Just classes the joint up.
Very good. Speaking of class.
Yes.
Brandon. Smokin' Jay, as we alluded to.
Oh,
classiest sumbitch in the world.
I love it.
Headed to the Miami Dolphins. He was going to the C team of the Fox broadcasting booth. Yeah. And then decided, hey, well, you know what? 1 year, $10 million, not bad.
Yeah, now, why would you not take that? You could just suck it up for $10 million.
He had, and now Adam Gase, the head football coach of the Miami football team,
dumbest bullshit ever.
Was the offensive coordinator
for 1 year
of the Chicago Bears for 1 year, in which
totally
that
different
year,
offense.
Jay Cutler had a 92.3% passer rating. Son of a, I just got bit right on my tattoo. 11 interceptions, down from the previous year's 18.
Yeah.
And he was really throwing to nobody thanks to injuries. Since then, he's obviously regressed, and well, Brandon, he's been in your division for the past 8 seasons. I think. So,
he's on the team I like to rip on so much.
So Brandon, good move or bad move for the Miami Dolphins? Should the hoodie and the ageless wonder be shaking their boots?
No. Come on.
Please.
Come on.
Please let the Miami fan base know about Jay Cutler.
No, he's just a healthy, interception-prone version of Ryan Tannehill. That's all he is. He's not going to take you to the promised land. The Patriots are going to own that division until Belichick and Brady walk away from the game. Sorry, Dolphin fans. Smokin' Jay.
But this was their year, Brandon.
Out of shape.
This was their year.
No, he's not. It's not their year. It's always the Patriots' year until someone says otherwise.
Even Bills fans conceded this year already.
Yeah, Bills fans, they're
like normally they're like so pumped about it, but
here's the thing: they're being realist because they're not being hyped into, hey, this is going to be great. We're gonna build on our 9-7 last year. We're gonna bring in Rex Ryan, and he's been to the playoffs. He knows what to do, and he's gonna be all fired up. We're gonna get Shady McCoy. It's gonna be great. They haven't done squat. They've cut some dead weight. They are busting the asses of people that, need to be busted. And, they're a work in progress. It's something that they always should have been, is a work in progress. But instead, they had expectations of playoffs and, breaking the streak and stuff. And I think fans are kind of like, okay, well, it's going to be a bad year, and we're okay with that. As long as there's some progress made and we draft well.
Right.
We stink enough to get a good draft pick. We've been stinking just not enough to get a good draft pick.
This is the year that I have no problem in saying, why not Buffalo? Why not sneak in?
It'd be great.
And the reason why I'm saying
that, I think they could if they put everything together and all the stars line up and the moon shines the right way.
They got Anquan Bolden, veteran leadership. Yeah. So that was a good move.
He's going to be a good safety blanket for Tyrod Taylor, too.
In the slot.
Yep, in the slot, and he's going to battle harder than anybody on that team for a ball. So,
but I think probably because of the fact that this is the first season without Rex Ryan, one.
Right.
For two, the Jets have completely raised the bar. The Jets have completely raised the bar to steal Bill Maher line on Donald Trump.
Right.
The Jets have completely raised the bar on lowering the bar.
Yeah.
I don't expect shit for them at all. Why not Buffalo?
Yeah.
Why not? And I think that with Tannehill going down,
Smokin' Jay
and Smokin' Jay in there, I mean, honestly,
I'll Smokin' Jay resurrect his career and just piss me off.
Me too. He'll make Tommy happy.
I just want him to be terrible. I want him to be miserable looking on the sideline. I don't want him to look aloof and not caring.
Did you hear today? Did you see that video where he didn't even realize that he apparently didn't realize you remember that he signed the contract to be there, and he didn't really realize where he was?
Yeah, he's off to a banner start. I mean, he came in and says, I'm quarterback. I don't have to be in shape. My cardio's not great. Yeah, we know. It's all those heaters you're burning. The hardest work you did in the off season is flipping people the bird. It's
the same picture of Jay Cutler every day.
The problem is that this is a prime position where Colin Kaepernick could have made a difference. He's got a receiving core. They've got a running game with Ajayi. They've got a pretty decent defense with two teams that are kind of in rebuild mode, and then the Patriots. That could have been their ticket to
the wild
for a wild card.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, they could have. They very likely could have had.
Kaepernick has the skills, has the tools. He wasn't a fluke. He basically was a victim of circumstance. Mm-hmm. First, they kicked Harbaugh out, and then everyone left en masse, and he was there.
He would still be there if Harbaugh was still there.
Yeah, if Harbaugh was still there, they probably would have kept winning. And they might have gotten over that hump, and they might have gotten, to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. But once he left, everyone else did too, and he's throwing to no names. He's got a junk line. I mean, they brought in Jonathan Martin, the poor guy that got beaten out of Miami by the big bully. What's his name from Buffalo? Incognito. That guy's one of your top linemen. And that's guys that's going to protect you. And then even with the junk car that they had last year and the fact that he got pulled and he was getting all this media attention and everything and everyone's booing him, going crazy, guy still throws 16 touchdowns and 4 picks.
That's what
for
people
a garbage can
That's
team.
what people aren't seeing as far as that goes. But it's
but you
good
add
that you
the
mentioned
talent.
It's good that you mentioned Kaepernick because that was the next topic that is ultimately going to
Spike Lee
take us into our first commercial break. Before all that, there was heavy rumors.
Yeah.
Now,
with elite Flacco going down.
Before I go to the Kaepernick with Raven stories, I can understand to a degree.
Yes.
Why the Dolphins did not sign him.
Yeah.
I can understand to a degree. Because of the Cuban population and that Fidel Castro shirt.
But are those Cubans really going to Dolphins games? Looks awful white to those football games.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not. All I'm saying, and I'm not defending it. All I'm saying
Fidel's
is that
dead.
I understand. I could understand that particular argument.
Sure,
I get that. Baltimore. And I thought that
no excuse.
Steve Bisciotti or whatever his last name is, the owner of the Ravens, whatever, douchebag Von Fuckface for all I care at this point.
Dick Scotty.
I thought he was different. I thought he was of the Arthur Blank mold, kind of, different. And when your head football coach and your GM says, hey, let's really look at this Kaepernick guy. I know what the general vibe is or whatever, but Flacco's hurt. Who knows how long it's going to be?
Right.
Who knows how serious it is? Nobody's releasing any information
6 to 8
right
weeks.
Now. Well, right. But let's bring him in.
Yeah, bridge the gap.
Why not?
You're in a tough division because you're in a division with the Bengals, who are always going to contend, and you're in the division with the Steelers. Your only option is the Browns.
Right.
That's who you're going to beat up on in those first few games.
Exactly.
And if you get too far behind, those two teams are going to dust you.
Exactly. So what does the owner do? Does he trust his GM? Does he trust his head coach?
Nah.
Both of them who said flat out, we've had conversations and we're interested in him. No. What he does is he polls the fans.
Yeah.
To see what the fans say. And
how many of you guys are going to give me money still?
Exactly.
If we do this.
That was what it boiled down to. And that, if it wasn't obvious already at that point, that was what made it obvious that the issue was because of the stance that he took. And
even though he guaranteed he wasn't going to,
it irritated me.
The message got through.
It irritated me to no degree. Not irritated like, oh, I'm disappointed that the Ravens didn't pick him up. I'm trying to find the best way to put this without sounding like a complete, without risking journalistic integrity, I guess.
Right.
But it was very, very disappointing.
It was off-putting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's probably what I was looking for, because you're in the business of football to win games.
Right. Put the best product.
When you put the best product on the field, the money is going to come.
Right.
Okay. So
there'll be a couple of butthurt rednecks sitting out there with their Trump and Pence T-shirt on, and they're going to be wearing, their camouflage in the parking lot, and Blue Lives Matter signs and everything like that out in front of the stadium. And you know what? They'll win 4 games in a row,
right?
And he'll be a star,
right?
And then all of a sudden they'll just quietly go away. And then you'll sneak into the stadium, and then when Flacco comes back, to be like, "Oh yeah, Baltimore,
Vic, Michael."
Right.
And that dude killed dogs.
Right.
Okay.
This guy took a knee. Adrian Peterson.
Right.
Ben Roethlisberger
beat his kid.
Multiple rape accusers.
Greg Hardy. And
made his accuser disappear.
Right. Exactly.
And he got a chance in Dallas.
Right.
All these guys. This cat. Nah.
Right.
Nah, he took a knee.
And that irritates me.
Yeah.
And
it's the Billionaire Boys Club, like I said before.
The point that I had made on that, either the Sports Analyst or the Football and Other Lesser Sports Board, and I want to say it was well received.
Yeah.
Is the example that I gave was when owner Mark Davis said, "We're moving the Raiders to Las Vegas in 2020. If any season ticket holders don't like it, you can be refunded."
Right.
And 1,000 season ticket holders were like, "Screw this! I'm not supporting the team." And okay, we refunded the money, and guess what happened? Next on the wait list, 1,000 season tickets bought up. The money was going to be there.
Right. It's going to be.
And
there's going to be plenty of people that are like, "Oh, well, you just gave up your seats? Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted seats, and I'm going to go get seats now."
Exactly.
Because I don't care. I'm not a baby. I'm here to cheer for my team. I don't care who's in the freaking uniform.
The fact that he would do that, and he would poll a fan base.
Well, he would poll his fan base, but on top of that, he was catching pressure from the rest of the owners.
Well,
because they're not going to be carrying their weight is what they're afraid of.
Right.
Well, you won't be carrying the weight of our gigantic profit margins.
Yeah.
That's why I love... Obviously, I love the Green Bay Packers anyways, but I love the fact that they don't have an owner, and they can release the ownership, like dividends.
Right.
And they can release that money every year.
That was what happened.
They all keep it quiet. They don't talk about it. But then the Packers would say, "Well, this is what the rest of the league is making." And
that
this
was
is
what
they
helped.
made.
I think you break a few podcasts ago.
Yeah.
What the NFL made.
Right.
The billions
Even
of dollars
with that
they
shit
made.
product they put out on the field last year. The only thing that was exciting about it was the Falcons blowing a 28-3 lead.
That's right. The Falcons blew a 25-point lead. But I don't know. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. It's irritating, and it is. And
it's a story that's not going to go away. The season's going to start. Guys are going to get hurt, and again, the guy's not asking for a starting job. He's not asking for $10 million. You gave $10 million to a guy who was on the C team of an analyst who had retired.
Right.
You gave him $10 million without any questions. You didn't ask if he was in shape. You didn't do anything. You're just like, "Jay, come in and play for us." And he woke up out of bed and was like, "What? Oh, all right, $10 million?
Quite literally.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Hold my smokes."
Yeah.
And then he just went and did it. Again, he's not asking for that. He's just asking for an opportunity to be on a roster. A guy goes down, that's a good backup to have.
Right. Right.
And I still am hopeful that as the season goes on in a few weeks, that, some of these teams see how terrible their quarterbacks are and reorganize their depth chart and go, "Okay, we're cutting this guy and we're going to bring this guy in and I think he's going to be on the list and someone's going to bring him in and somebody's going to take a chance."
I hope someone does.
Because honestly, he took a knee to start a conversation. He said repeatedly, it's not about disrespecting the flag, it's about starting a conversation. I support my troops. all that shit.
He started the conversation,
right? And then he put his money where his mouth was, which was my initial argument. Which was my initial argument in the beginning, right.
And you can go back, and I'm not going to go back on anything I said,
right?
Because at the time he wasn't putting his money where his mouth
right.
was. It looked to me like a publicity stunt because he was losing his job to freaking Blaine Gabbert of all people.
Yeah.
That he won back, of course, but
right.
He put his money where his mouth is.
Right.
He did everything he said he was going to do,
right.
And continues to do that.
Right.
So don't give me the excuse that, well, we're not sure if he's totally committed to football or his activist thing. The guy's already said, I want to play football. I'm
right.
still young. I still want to play in the NFL.
Right.
And the fact that the good old boys aren't giving him that opportunity because of what they view is a bottom dollar kind of thing. I mean, look,
right.
If the NFL is still, if the Hall of Fame game is still drawing higher ratings than games 4, 5, and 6 of the NHL Finals, which was a much better product.
Great finals.
And games 3, 4, and 5 of the NBA Finals. And this coming after a Hall of Fame class that wasn't necessarily, aside from LaDainian Tomlinson, that wasn't like, have to see, like a Favre, going in, or a huge name, you know what I'm saying? If and a massive CTE story breaking out about 98% of the brains having CTE that were donated to study after death. If that didn't kill the NFL ratings,
right,
for a meaningless preseason game on a Thursday night with Cowboys and Cardinals second and third string,
right.
Free agents and rookies. What the hell is signing Colin Kaepernick really going to do?
Right, it's not. It's not going to do anything.
It
nonsense bullshit poll that was released that said
baffles me.
Oh, well, they turned down ratings because most people were turned off and didn't watch football last year because of the kneeling. That is the biggest crock of crap, and it's also the same group of people that released the crock of crap story this week that he turned down a $900,000
yes.
Contract from an unknown team.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
It's because their preseason starting, and they've got a planned march and protest outside of NFL headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get some publicity, and we can't take any publicity from the NFL.
Right.
Absolutely zero publicity.
Right.
So they went and leaked this story,
mm-hmm.
which, the NFL is known to do.
Mm-hmm.
See Brady, Tom,
mm-hmm.
When you want to know that stuff. So, again, I'm hopeful that it happens. I hope someone sacks up and says, hey, listen, we need a quarterback. Let's take a shot. I mean, why haven't the Jets called anybody?
Well,
you're dismissing guys.
This is what I'll say as far as the Jets go, and then we're running long,
Woody
so we're going to have to go
obviously.
Into the Woody
right.
Johnson factor.
Forget about that asshat.
But he was confirmed to President UN ambassador role.
Yeah,
and Christopher Walt Johnson, his brother, Christopher Walt Johnson.
Yeah.
Is assuming day-to-day operations. So Christopher Walt, hopefully...
You're tougher than your brother?
Yeah.
With his big vagina?
Yeah, pretty much. I can't tell you how many... I've been a Jets fan for 36 years. I can't tell you how many times I've considered leaving the fan base.
Yeah.
Because of that ownership. That ownership is just absolute piss poor.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, all right, well... We're going to go to commercial on that because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. This subject pisses me off.
I'm pissed because I'm getting bit by mosquitoes.
Yeah, and that's happening to me too. So
get bit right through my shirt.
I'm going to see if I can try and find some bug spray. You listen to these messages, and when we come back, we will talk AFC predictions this week.
Oh.
NFC next time, but we'll do AFC predictions, and then we will, as they say in the wrestling business, take it home. This is the Football Talk Weekly podcast right here on the Gear Radio Network.
Getting ready to do this commercial.
Oh, you mean the commercial where I tell our listeners to tune into Gear Network every week to listen to our show, Get Ready America? That one?
Yeah, John, that's the one.
They can also listen to us talk about news, sports, whatever's on our minds, that...
And a little what's on our listeners' minds, but they're just too nice to say it.
Well, that, Dawn, is a real humdinger.
Humdinger.
Come join us this and every week for Get Ready America exclusively on the Gear Radio Network.
And the Gear Network app.
The Get Ready America podcast, returning soon to the Gear Radio Network. IndyCar Media is your one-stop shop for quality designs at a quality price. They offer merchandising, company branding, event posters, custom clothing designs, and so much more. Check out their gallery of past designs by visiting facebook.com/IndyCar Media and tell them what you think. That's IndyCar Media, 337-446-4331 or IndyCardMafia@gmail.com. Tell them that we sent you. Again, 337-446-4331. IndyCard Media. Bring your designs to life. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. It was a nice, easy breezy commercial break for you guys.
Yeah, we tried to find some bug spray and failed.
Yeah, failed miserably.
Up at the cottage.
Next time we do an outdoor.
Yeah.
Tiki torches, man.
I'll just rub myself in the tiki oil. I don't even care.
That is my bad, as the cool kids used to say. All right. But yes, programming note, Get Ready America. We are, I am, that was the first, I don't want to say it was the first podcast of the network. Network history for you. I began with Talking Wrestling, and then the original Talking Wrestling podcast evolved into Get Ready America. Mm-hmm. And Get Ready America was fun. And it was great, and we just had a long layoff for whatever reason. But I have been retooling, rewriting the format and things, and I'm really excited about the format for Get Ready America. We're going to roll that around starting in hopefully September. I've got my Get Ready America shirt on the way to. I'm going to proudly wear that the next podcast. But we're going to have to get. You know what we're going to have to do, Brandon? At least for our podcast, is. We might have to give Eric a shout at IndyCar Media, who was the second commercial.
Yeah,
ironically enough,
shirts
and have him actually. Well, no, not just shirts, but I mean actually a design, a specific design, a newer one, a fresher one for this podcast.
You know, like the microphone and the NFL
and
logo.
And then I mean it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I have gas like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. I don't know if that picked up there, but you know,
here.
and then what I can do is I can throw that on the Pro Wrestling Tees site, and we can start selling shirts off the site, which would be dope. So
I want a shirt. I like shirts, man.
Shirts?
I'm a big shirt guy.
Shirts are good.
I have way too many T-shirts. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend tells me that way too many times. But I just keep buying more. And shirts that I used to like to wear all the time just get buried further in the drawer.
Right.
And I just wear my new ones. Because what I do is I wash them, and then I throw them on top. And then I just keep wearing them.
You have enough shirts. Here's the question. Do you have enough shirts that you could do a load of laundry once a year with all your shirts and then have a single shirt every single day and not have to wear it again?
No.
Through the year? No?
No, not yet.
Well, then go to ProWrestlingTees.com/DJCMoney and order.
I probably got a good 6 months worth.
Okay.
So I got some work to do, I guess, if that's a challenge. May end my relationship, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Man's got to have T-shirts. I bought a T-shirt on the way here.
Oh yeah,
I bought a Rochester Plate shirt.
You did.
I had a Michael Jackson Thriller shirt on before that.
Nice.
Ordered a couple Amy Winehouse T-shirts off of the Shop Gear Amazon page.
Yes.
But yeah,
among other
things, shirts just keep coming. She's like, "Did you just buy a new shirt?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." Come at me, bro.
Incidentally, and I didn't.
I get good deals.
I haven't had a podcast since the month of July.
Yeah.
In any format. I do want to say to everybody that's listening now, everybody within earshot, and I've thanked you profusely online, but personally from me to you, thank you for just an outstanding July. We had a really, really good month with Amazon, and thank you all for that. I don't know if Prime Day was.
I shopped on Prime Day.
I don't know. I don't know if
$80.
I don't know if that was part of the reason. It probably was, but y'all came through in July, so definitely thank you for that.
Nice, Watch band for my Apple Watch.
Yes, very nice.
I got some...
I do remember you telling me that you got
some vaporizers that, kind of put nice smelling vapors in the air, and so I use essential oils now.
Very good.
Great at my desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's lots of stuff you can buy on there, guys.
Very good, very good. But back to football, Brandon.
Oh, it's football.
Let's talk about AFC predictions.
Yeah.
And unlike last year where we dedicated an entire podcast to going through division by division and playoffs or whatever, we're going to break it down because...
no one wants to sit through that whole podcast doing that.
I didn't want to sit through the whole podcast.
I didn't want to either.
It sounded like a great idea on paper.
No, it didn't.
And I think... It
never did.
I think we joked about it last year at the end of it. If not the end of it, the beginning of the following episode, where we were like, "Yeah, we were sorry about that last that last episode." I can't remember, but I want to say
there was that, but it was also the NFL draft one we apologized for too.
Yes,
because that was horrible.
Yeah, we're not doing that shit again.
Talk about that dumb shit.
We'll give our thoughts on it, but not go through the entire first round again.
The NFL draft, that maybe will be good discussion.
The only thing I'm going to be focused on with the NFL draft is the Jets.
Right.
It's to see if this season of suck was worth whatever the hell they're going for next year.
Well, I definitely think they're going to be worse than the Browns, so that's a good start.
Assuming Sam Darnold even declares for the draft, because now there's some questions on that.
He's like, I don't want to go to the Jets.
He's like, Jets, Browns, shit.
Well, he's not going to the Browns. I think the Browns are going to be respectable this year. I think they had a lot of battles last year. They were in a lot of games last year.
Perez, the cigar you gave me is tremendous,
with
by the way.
Really bad quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. But I think that they're going to...
Brock Osweiler starting.
No, Brock Osweiler is going to be riding the pines very soon. I think that Deshaun Kaiser is going to start the season. That's my bold prediction.
Bold prediction.
Is that Deshaun Kaiser is going to be starting in week 1.
Okay. Well, I can certainly root for him.
Brockles is going to be backing up again.
Cheer for old Notre Dame. Oh, 3 weeks away from that. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Dude, you got to come over, man.
4K? Yes.
Every Saturday.
Yes. Are you going to invite Ryan over?
Robert?
Or no, Robert, excuse me.
Fuck him. Sorry, Robert.
Robert, the king of the 4K jokes.
Yeah, he just makes it on everything I do now.
I know. I saw it on the Facebook the other day. It was hysterical.
When I went in the lake and we were having like ocean-sized waves, and I got taken under, and I ended up with a stone in my finger. And it literally went through my finger,
and he cracked a 4K joke. Not are you okay? Not damn. It was a 4K
I was okay.
Joke.
It was funny because I was like, how did I get a stone inside the skin of my finger and the skin's still intact? Like, there was barely a hole there, and I literally had to, like, cut the skin just to get to the rock, and then I had to squeeze the rock out, and I was looking for shit around the cottage because we were just renting the place for the weekend, and I go up there, and I'm looking through the house like, I need a sewing needle. I need to get this thing out, and I need to rip the skin out, but I'm feeling, like, severe pressure from it now because all the blood's building behind it, but it's got nowhere to go. So I'm in like a rock and a hard place. I'm getting all these alerts while I'm trying to find him. It's all Robert going, oh, it's still not in 4K though. I was like, that's you, dude. You got a needle? Driving out the sodas for me? I ended up finding one, and I ended up getting the skin off, and I had to squeeze it.
Yes, and unbeknownst to you,
and
Brandon,
pull it out with tweezers.
The Gear Network microphones were on at the time that you were going ahead and getting that going through the skin, getting the stone out.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What did it sound like?
This is what it sounded like as soon as you stuck the thing in there to get it out.
Jesus!
Okay.
No, I took it like a trooper. I don't want my kids freaking out, thinking I was in pain.
Oh, so did it sound more like
That's
this?
Tough. No.
Oh, all right. That was
after we went for ice cream.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was actually a real one from me. But all right, let's go AFC East. I think we're all in agreement.
We're
there.
in total ADD here.
The Patriots take that division. Brandon, do you think they're going 16-0 like USA Today predicts, or do you think that might have jinxed them?
I'd really love it. I'd really love for them to run the table.
I can tell you right now.
I don't want them to. I want the Packers to win the Super Bowl. But man, it would be neat to see 19-0, just to get Mercury Morris to finally
shut his mouth,
shut up, and go away. It would be amazing.
Every year, man, Mercury Morris.
That 2007 team, though, that was one badass team.
What, 2007?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they should have finished the deal. I mean, it was a miraculous catch.
You know, when you look at it,
away from being over,
my fandom has changed.
Yeah.
In 10 years.
Yeah, because we all hated him.
I can actually look and appreciate it for what it was.
It's like fine
what was
wine.
Happening. That being said, I do still rank that Super Bowl with the Giants comeback victory, and stopping that as still perhaps again. This past Super Bowl aside, if that one was that one's 1A.
I think that's 1.
I think just purely.
I think 1A is the Montana comeback.
Where
he hit Taylor to beat the Bengals, and he's talking about John Candy being in the front row. And
hey, is that John Candy? What, dude? What the hell?
We're in the Super Bowl. We're gonna lose. Yeah, Tom Brady is the greatest, and that cemented it last year. I don't care.
16-0, Brandon. Do you think that that's going to happen? It's very hard to do regardless.
It's hard to do, but I'm really hard pressed to bet against them.
I have them at 8-0 in the division.
8-0 in the division easily. 6-0, yeah.
I'm sorry. They don't play themselves twice, but if they did, they'd be wrong.
So, I don't know, man. The AFC doesn't really scare me. The West is a little tough, but are the Raiders on their schedule at all? I'm bringing up the Patriots schedule right now as we speak. Yeah, because I don't know, man. I think they could. The AFC is soft as shit. Okay, let's. I'm going to take the AFC East teams out of the equation here. Yeah. So let's. What NFC division are they playing this year? They're playing the South. Oh, so really the only difficult game they'll have on the schedule is the Atlanta Falcons and maybe the Buccaneers. So they open against Kansas City. Yeah, I'm going to say that's tough game, but I think it's going to be a tough game. But I think it's going to be a win. It's Tom Brady. New Orleans. They're playing New Orleans. Yeah. It's going to be an offensive show, if anything. Right. Then they've got Pat's defense is going to be a lot better this year. They've got Houston. Should be a win. Yep. Carolina. Depends on which Carolina Cam you're getting, I guess. No, I would say it's more on the defense than Cam, to be honest. You're going to have to shut Tom Brady down. Yeah. That's the only way you're going to win a game. That's Carolina. I would say Carolina probably gives them a run for their money. But I would give the Patriots the edge of Carolina. Yeah. Tampa Bay is a team that is they're interesting. That's going to be very interesting to watch. Like they're either going to be really, really good or they're going to be borderline. I think they're. Wow, that was really reaching. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think. I thought you were going to go with or they're going to be really, really good. Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to be really, really bad. I don't think they're going to be really bad at all. I don't think that Tampa Bay is going to be really bad at all. You think they're going to be 8-8 or 9-7? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's their ceiling. Well, 9-7 in the NFC. It's not going to get it in the NFC. They have the Jets, obviously. That's a win. Then they have the Super Bowl rematch, Week 7 against Atlanta. Yeah. So that is it in New England or Atlanta? Versus Atlanta. So that's they're home. Good luck, Atlanta. They're home. Outside the dome, they're not as good a team. Chargers, Denver, and Oakland follow. So Denver, Oakland will be challenging. Oakland will be the one. I think Oakland is the one team on that schedule that can give them real trouble. And then they have Miami, Buffalo, Miami, which should be 3-0 easily. Yep. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Week 15. Pittsburgh has not proven that they can beat them yet. You don't think? No, they still don't. Okay. No. And then they close out Buffalo and the New York Jets. So really, I have yet to see the last few years for Roethlisberger to go through a season healthy. Or Le'Veon Bell. The Le'Veon Bell situation, he's holding out right now. Mm-hmm. Again, that could be a totally different team, especially by Week 15. I'm going to say at worst 14-2. Yeah, 14-2 is an easy one. I think, and this is only because of the fact that 16-0 regardless is very, very hard to do. And there were points in time during that 2007 season where they could have easily lost. Right. To Baltimore and I think to the New York Giants, too. Yeah, Giants, too. The 16-0 game was the Giants. Right. I think that I'm gonna say 15-1. Just looking at the schedule now, I'll say 15-1, and I will give the one to Oakland. Yeah, Oakland's going to be tough. They're going to be very tough. It's assuming Carr is healthy. Yeah, I think he will be. With the addition of Marshawn Lynch, who doesn't look like he's lost a step at all. I know. You know what I mean? His think comedy game's still there. Oakland, oh my God. Oakland Marshawn is the best. Yeah. He's the best. This stupid pop filter that I have here is not the pop filter is just hanging out. I think it's time for a new pop filter. Yeah. Shopgear.com. All right, so we're in agreement. The Patriots winning. The Jets at the very bottom. Yeah. Dolphins, Bills. Who's 2-3?
Not that it's going to matter, but you think Smoking Jay will keep the Dolphins at 2?
I think Smoking Jay's defense might get them to 2, but I would really love Buffalo to at least get some kind of taste of success this year.
I'm going to go Pats, Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
All right.
That's
fair.
It. Okay. AFC North. Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Ravens.
Yeah. That's going to be Steelers. Bengals, Browns, Ravens.
I don't know what USA Today had Pittsburgh at, but
I'm going to have the Browns ahead of the Ravens.
But I'm going to say, judging by the quick look at the schedule here, they have Cleveland, Minnesota, Chicago, their first 3 games. So that should be 3-0. Baltimore, Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Yeah, but Minnesota always comes out of the season like gangbusters, though.
That's true. They were going to run the table last year. Remember that?
Yeah, they're 4-0.
Where? Oh, what?
Chris Wallensberg. Sam Bradford still got them tricks.
Where are they playing again?
In the Bird Killer Stadium.
That's right. Cincinnati, Detroit. Detroit will be a tough one for them.
Yeah.
Tennessee will play them tough.
Yeah.
Green Bay will play them tough, obviously. Cincinnati will play them tough twice. Baltimore will
Green
play
Bay's
them
going
tough
to kick
twice.
their dicks in.
New England. I would say 10-5.
9-5.
Or I'm sorry, 10-6 or
10-6.
9-7, 10-6. One for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I go 10-6, 11-5.
Okay. Give him. See, he's giving Pittsburgh some love here.
Yeah.
Shut up, Cyclone Jones. Okay. AFC South, the worst division in all of football still.
Yep.
Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans. I've got the Titans taking that division.
Yeah, I got the Titans taking it too, especially with the news that Andrew Luck's out for a while.
And I don't think it's going to be very challenging for the Titans at all to win that division.
No, I don't think it will be either.
And then finally, we've got the AFC West, Broncos, Chiefs, the Los Angeles Superchargers, and the Oakland Raiders. I'm going to take the Raiders winning that division.
Chiefs second.
Broncos third.
Yeah.
I'll give the Broncos third, and the Chargers.
They still got the defense there.
They still have the defense there. The Chargers still have Phillip Rivers, and Melvin Gordon's coming to his own. But again, I don't.
Joey Bosa looks like a beast too, though.
He does, but I don't know.
They don't have Manti though.
No, Manti. Where did he go?
New Orleans.
He went to New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So then I guess we're pretty much in agreement there. For
Adrian
the
Peterson is switching his imaginary kids.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Manti. I loved you when you played for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
On that undefeated magical run that got stomped by freaking Alabama.
Yep. Oh, that sucked.
Yeah.
That particular thing sucked there.
Yeah.
But all right. So we are universally in agreement. Patriots.
Patriots,
Titans, Steelers,
Raiders.
Titans, Raiders,
Raiders.
Wild card teams. Who do we have for wild card teams?
Oh,
I would probably say let's click on the projection link.
I would say Kansas City won.
Think Kansas City?
Yeah.
Do you think that Patrick Mahomes outseats Alex Smith?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I think Alex Smith will do just fine. He got him far last year.
He did.
So
Ravens or Bengals?
Not the Ravens.
No?
I'll tell you that much. I don't know if it's the Bengals either.
Really?
I think that either Buffalo or Miami is going to steal that second wild card.
I do. I want to see Buffalo do it.
I would love to see Buffalo do it too.
I want to see Buffalo do it.
Upstate New York would just melt down.
In other words,
even if they got blown out in that playoff game.
In other words, Bills fans, do me a favor and shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. If you go 1-0, because you're gonna against the Jets.
Yeah.
Playing the Jets week 1, you're
trying to get tickets to that. You want to go to that? Jermaine's coming to town. He wants to go to the game.
Maybe.
His wifey and Pops are going.
Okay.
He hasn't gone to a game in years, and he's dying to go.
Yeah, I've never gone to it.
I'm looking around to try to get tickets for him.
Okay. I don't know. I'll see.
Our brave servicemen.
No, I can't. I can't. The boys have RH Renegades football.
All right, fine.
So I'm actively involved with that. So
that's fine.
Unless I can try and get out of that, but I don't know if I can. Anyways, Bills fans, shut up. Seriously. If you go 1-0, it's not Super Bowl. Just take it a game at a time. Just continue to put yourselves through flaming tables, and throw dillies on the field. Keep me laughing.
Watch your documentary.
Follow that.
And
And I would like to see the Bills
you get the second wild card spot. I don't think it's
love
gonna,
it.
I don't think it's
wouldn't
gonna
either.
happen,
I don't either. I think it'll be Miami probably. That'll get it. Smoking Jay will do just enough.
That'll be the crow that Tom Ernest from Dolphins Talk will serve me, because I've been trolling the Dolphins every day since the signing of Jay Cutler. So, all right. So we have Patriots, Steelers, Titans, Raiders for the division. I'm going to go ahead and assume the Patriots and the Raiders have the bye, and then. You said Dolphins and who else? Who else did you say? Chiefs.
Chiefs.
And I say the Chiefs and
Le Chiefs.
I'm gonna say the Bengals. I'm gonna say the Bengals.
I think their window closed.
You know, they drafted Joe Mixon, so F you Bengals. I'm going Buffalo. I don't like Joe Mixon, so
yeah, me neither.
So I'm gonna go Patriots, Steelers, Titans, Raiders, Chiefs, Bills. That's my playoffs.
I'm with you there.
My AFC championship is going to be Oakland and New England. And my AFC representation in the Super Bowl, as much as I would like it to be Money Lynch, I'm gonna give Oakland the edge during the season, but I think the Patriots go to the Super Bowl.
Patriots go to the Super Bowl.
So
I mean, we could fast forward the season and get to the Super Bowl and figure out who they're going to play, and we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not going to be.
All right. So Brandon and I
unless Thomas gets hurt, that's the only hope that anyone else has.
Brandon and I both have the Patriots as the AFC representation in the Super Bowl, and next week or next podcast, whenever that happens, either next week or the week after, we will do the NFC predictions, and then we will debate our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Very good. Well, with that, I am sick of getting bitten up out here in the Gear Network outside studios, so that means I'm going to slam the rest of this beer and call it a podcast.
Run for shelter.
So thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this edition of the third season of the Football Talk Weekly Podcast, Season 3, Brandon.
Yeah.
It is underway, and again, I as always, the gasoline in the engine of the Gear Network is shopgear.com.
Yeah, buddy.
Please continue to use it. Dog days of summer, school, back to school shopping.
You bought great deal. 10-person tent for $130.
Brandon bought a tent, and so back to school, holiday season coming. We are going to push it like a son of a bitch. But that's that. We will be back next time. Brandon, good day to you, sir.
Good day to you.
So long, everybody. Good night now. Suck it, bugs.
Remember to see more National Football League action next week.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.